Nobody attended the auction. I got a Star Destroyer and found something incredible. The auction hall was silent, dead silent. Commander Alex Renner had walked through hundreds of auction halls before, some buzzing with excitement, others tense with whispers and deals being made in the shadows, but nothing compared to the emptiness of Station Epsilon 7, floating near the edge of the Calderon Nebula. It was huge, bigger than most small cities Alex had seen, with tall, curved ceilings lined with flickering neon strips. Dust clung to the floors and walls, and the air smelled faintly metallic, like old engines and forgotten technology. The hall was meant for galactic auctions, rare weapons, ancient starships, artifacts that could change the course of civilizations. But today it was abandoned. Alex's boots echoed against the floor as he stepped forward. He had received a tip just yesterday, a secret message encoded in a pattern of neutrino pulses saying, "The Star Destroyer Oblivion will be auctioned at Epsilon 7. Nobody will come. The ship can be yours." He had almost not believed it. Star Destroyers were not for sale, not in any normal market. These massive warships were legendary, built centuries ago by the Galactic Union, armed with weapons that could destroy moons, and fast enough to cross solar systems in days. Oblivion had been lost after a battle long forgotten, and many believed it was a myth. Yet here he was, walking alone into an empty hall, with the entire galaxy apparently uninterested. A flicker of light drew his eyes. At the far end of the hall, a holographic auctioneer floated above a small podium. It flickered like an old television, colors bleeding and glitching in irregular patterns. "Welcome, bidder," the hologram said in a mechanical voice.
You are the first and only attendee.
"The Star Destroyer Oblivion is available for acquisition. No other bids exist. The price is negotiable."
Alex raised an eyebrow. Negotiable?
That was unusual for something of this magnitude. He stepped closer, the soft hum of his suit's power generator filling the silent space around him. He walked toward the viewing area, where the massive Star Destroyer floated outside the station, framed by the window of the hall. Even in the dim light, it was awe-inspiring. Its angular hull gleamed faintly with old armor plating, edges sharp and deadly. The engines were dormant, yet they seemed alive, a sleeping giant waiting for a master to awaken it. Alex couldn't help but grin. "Nobody attended the auction, and I might just walk away with a legend," he muttered to himself. The hologram flickered again. "Inspection allowed. Approach with caution. The ship's systems are mostly offline, but unusual energy signatures have been detected." Alex didn't need to be told twice. He had dealt with ships of all kinds, human, alien, and experimental. But there was something in the power signature that buzzed differently in his suit sensors. It was old, yes, ancient even, but there was intelligence behind it. Almost like the ship was alive, he activated his personal shuttle and made his way to the Star Destroyer. As he floated closer, the enormity of it struck him. The docking bay alone could hold 5 medium-sized cruisers. Its hull was scratched and weathered from centuries of space travel, yet it radiated an aura of power that no modern ship could match. When Alex entered the docking bay, the silence inside the ship was complete. No life signs, no creaking metal. Only the faint echo of his boots and the low hum of the ship's dormant systems. He stepped into the main corridor, and the lights flickered weakly. His eyes scanned every panel, every line of the hull. For a moment he felt small, not physically, but in the presence of something much larger than himself, something that had once ruled entire battle fleets. As he approached the bridge, he noticed ancient markings etched into the walls, symbols that did not belong to any known language, alien or human. They glowed faintly as his hand passed over them. His heart raced. Whoever, or whatever, had built this ship had left a message, a warning, or maybe even an invitation. "All right, let's see what secrets you hold," he whispered. The bridge was massive, with rows of consoles and screens long dark. Alex moved to the captain's chair. The seat was wide, built for someone, or something, taller than a human, with control interfaces that looked more like a brain-computer hybrid than normal ship technology. He reached for the main console. The moment his fingers brushed it, the ship reacted. Lights flickered on along the hull, systems booting with slow, deliberate precision. He could feel vibrations through the floor, the hum of engines awakening, of ancient circuits coming alive after centuries of silence. Alex grinned wider. "You like me already, huh?" he joked. Then he saw it. In the center of the bridge, partially recessed into the floor, was a small chamber sealed by alien technology. A faint blue light pulsed from within, and the markings around it glowed brighter in response to his presence. He crouched, examining the mechanism. "Interesting," he murmured. The seal was intricate, designed to withstand centuries, yet it reacted to human touch. Alex could feel it. The ship wanted him to open it. He activated his multi-tool, scanning the seal. Symbols shifted and rearranged themselves, almost like they were alive, testing him. Alex had to think differently, combining logic, intuition, and a bit of gut feeling. The seal clicked. The chamber opened. Inside, he found an object unlike anything he had seen. It was small, no bigger than a human torso, but it pulsed with light and seemed to respond to his thoughts. The air around it tingled with energy, and the hum of the Star Destroyer intensified, as if the ship recognized the artifact, or perhaps recognized him. Alex held it carefully. "What are you?" he whispered. The artifact's pulse quickened, almost like a heartbeat. Images flashed in his mind. Stars, planets, entire fleets moving in patterns he had never seen. Knowledge, ancient knowledge, power beyond imagination. A sudden alert on the console blinked. Alex looked at the display. Ship-wide sensors had detected unknown signals approaching. Alien scouts, advanced ships moving fast. They had felt the Star Destroyer awaken and were coming to investigate. Alex's grin widened. "Perfect," he muttered. "Just a little excitement." He activated the Star Destroyer's engines. It responded immediately, a deep, resonant hum that vibrated through his chest. He moved to the command interface, learning the controls in minutes, guided by instinct, human creativity, and the artifact's subtle assistance. The aliens were closing in. They expected an abandoned, powerless ship. They didn't know what or who they were about to face. Alex stood on the bridge, the artifact pulsing in his hands, the Star Destroyer thrumming beneath him. A galaxy full of legends and myths suddenly seemed small, insignificant, and easily broken by one human who refused to follow the rules. "Let's see if they remember humans can be unpredictable," he whispered. Outside, the void of space stretched endlessly. Stars twinkled. The Calderon Nebula glowed faintly in the distance. And in the middle of it all, a Star Destroyer, lost to history, now awakened. Alex Renner smiled. Adventure awaited. And whatever the universe had in store, humanity was about to remind it that legends were never as untouchable as they thought. Alex Renner felt the Star Destroyer vibrate beneath him as the engines slowly came alive. The artifact in his hands pulsed with light, and a strange warmth spread through his mind, almost like a whisper that was not speaking in words, but in ideas. Outside the massive viewing windows, blips appeared on the ship's sensors. Alien scouts were approaching, small but fast, armed with weapons capable of tearing even modern human warships apart. Yet Alex didn't panic. The Star Destroyer was far older than the aliens anticipated, and far more capable. He activated the ship's defensive interface. The consoles lit up, showing schematics of the destroyer. Ancient technology forgotten by the galaxy waited patiently beneath centuries of dust. Alex's fingers moved across the controls with a natural rhythm, guided by instinct and something deeper. The artifact pulsed again, this time faster, like it was communicating directly with him. In his mind, he saw shapes, energy channels, hidden systems, compartments within compartments. The Star Destroyer was not just a ship, it was a hidden fortress, a weapon, and a repository of knowledge.
Alex grinned. "So you're more than just a ship, huh?"
"I like that." He turned his attention to the approaching scouts. They expected an abandoned wreck. They didn't know what human ingenuity could do. The first scout appeared on visual sensors, a sleek insect-like ship, black and shiny, moving with unnatural speed. Alex activated the destroyer's point defense lasers, ancient but calibrated to perfection. A faint beam shot out, slicing through the void, and the alien ship veered sharply to avoid it. The second and third scouts joined in. They were confident, moving in coordinated patterns, expecting the Star Destroyer to be an easy target. But they underestimated human unpredictability. Alex accessed the artifact's interface. It wasn't a machine in the traditional sense. It responded to thought patterns, intentions, and creativity. He imagined a complex web of energy around the destroyer, a defensive shield that could redirect incoming attacks. Within moments, the Star Destroyer's hull glowed faintly with a shimmering adaptive energy. The aliens fired. Missiles streaked toward the destroyer, but Alex had anticipated it. He manipulated the Star Destroyer's energy fields with the artifact, redirecting the missiles back toward the scouts. One by one, they exploded in brilliant fireballs. Their confidence shattered.
Alex laughed.
"I guess humans are still dangerous," he said aloud, though he was alone. Once the immediate threat passed, he turned to the bridge's consoles again. The artifact projected a holographic star map, ancient and alien, showing routes that no modern sensors could detect. He realized this Star Destroyer had been part of a fleet that once patrolled the galaxy long before the current civilizations. His eyes widened. Hidden fleets, lost technology. This isn't just a ship. It's a doorway to something bigger. He scanned the ship further, discovering hidden compartments and storage bays. Most were empty or decayed, but some contained small drones, weapons, and ancient starship cores, still functional after centuries. Alex marveled at the craftsmanship. "These aliens," he muttered, "they may be advanced, but they've forgotten how to think differently." Humans improvise. The artifact pulsed again, and suddenly a holographic projection appeared in the center of the bridge. It was faint, flickering like a dying light, but unmistakable. An alien figure, humanoid but taller, with elongated limbs and glowing eyes. "Whew, what are you?" Alex whispered. The projection spoke, not in words, but images. He saw fleets of ships, stars exploding, civilizations rising and falling. Then a single message formed, clear and urgent. "The Star Destroyer is not just a vessel, it is a key. Choose wisely, human. Others will come." Alex's heart raced. "Others?" he repeated aloud. "You mean more than these scouts?" The hologram flickered and disappeared. The artifact's pulsing slowed, as if it had delivered its message and returned to waiting. Alex didn't have time to ponder. More blips appeared on sensors, larger this time. Capital-class ships, dozens of them moving toward his location at alarming speeds. The initial scouts had been a test. The main force was coming. He had to act fast. Using the destroyer's ancient systems, Alex accessed hidden turrets along the hull, automated yet dormant. With a few gestures, he brought them online. Each turret aligned perfectly with the approaching fleet, firing long-range energy bursts that intercepted and destroyed enemy missiles before they left the alien ships. The aliens fired back, but Alex had already initiated maneuvers that no standard autopilot could calculate. He twisted the massive destroyer, dodging volleys, weaving between asteroid fragments and using gravitational pulls to his advantage. Every movement was precise, yet unpredictable. Human improvisation in action. Even the artifacts seemed impressed. A new pulse, faster and stronger, spread through Alex's mind, revealing hidden abilities in the ship, energy redirection, cloaking fields, and communication channels with ancient AI systems. The alien fleet was organized, yes, but rigid. They followed protocols, patterns, strategies learned over centuries. Alex didn't need strategy. He needed creativity. And in creativity, humans excelled. He devised a trap. The destroyer created a holographic image of itself slightly off course, a decoy to draw the main fleet into a narrow asteroid field. The fleet, confident in its superiority, followed without hesitation. Then Alex activated the destroyer's graviton pulses, pulling asteroids into new paths, smashing alien ships against each other or forcing sudden evasive maneuvers. Within minutes, the fleet was in chaos. Some ships exploded, others collided. The remaining scouts were forced to retreat. For the first time in centuries, a human had turned the hunter into the hunted. Alex exhaled. He hadn't even fired the destroyer's main weapons yet. He didn't need to. The alien arrogance had done the rest. He walked back to the artifact. It pulsed gently, almost as if acknowledging his success. He realized something important. The artifact wasn't just a weapon, it was a teacher. It had guided him subtly, letting him learn without controlling him. Humans didn't need to be directed. They adapted. They learned. They conquered. Alex studied the holographic star map again. The artifact revealed hidden routes, uncharted sectors and points of interest where other ships and artifacts like this one might be buried. One route in particular glowed brighter than the rest, a path leading to a lost fleet, rumored to have disappeared during a war that had ended centuries ago. The galaxy doesn't know it yet, Alex muttered, but humans just found the jackpot. He explored further inside the ship. Hidden compartments revealed storage bays with energy cores, weapons, and strange machinery, all in perfect condition despite centuries. Alex realized the destroyer had been maintained, secretly, by someone or something waiting for the right person. And then he saw it, a small control console, unlike the others, embedded with alien symbols that matched the artifact. He touched it, and the ship responded immediately. Lights shifting in waves, engines humming with power that could rival entire fleets. The artifact pulsed harder, almost urgent. It wasn't just the ship's systems it wanted to unlock. It was something bigger, something hidden deeper inside the Star Destroyer. Alex felt a thrill he hadn't felt in years. Not fear, not doubt. Excitement. Humanity had been underestimated, always. And now, it was about to prove itself in ways the galaxy hadn't imagined. He activated the destroyer's long-range communication system. Instead of sending a message, he scanned for energy signatures, ancient technology, and hidden ships across nearby sectors. The artifact guided him subtly, highlighting anomalies that human instruments alone could not detect. Hours passed, yet Alex barely noticed. Time seemed different inside the Star Destroyer, slower, heavier, filled with possibilities. Every pulse of the artifact revealed a new secret, a hidden function, a pathway forward. He realized this ship had been waiting for someone like him, not just a pilot, but a human thinker. Finally, the artifact pulsed once more, brighter than ever. A new holographic image appeared on the bridge. A map, ancient and alien, showing not just one ship but an entire fleet hidden in a distant sector, cloaked and untouched for centuries. The possibilities were staggering. Alex leaned back in the captain's chair, looking out into space. "So, this is it," he whispered. "This is why the galaxy underestimated humans. Not because we're weak, but because no one expects us to think this way." Suddenly, a warning blip appeared on the console. An unknown fleet is approaching, faster than the previous scouts. Alex smiled. Good. More challenges. He adjusted his course, heading toward the coordinates revealed by the artifact. Each pulse of the artifact seemed to sync with his thoughts, guiding him through the void like a ghostly tutor. The Star Destroyer, once a forgotten relic, now moved as if alive, responding to a human pilot with intelligence it hadn't shown for centuries. And in that moment, Alex knew this was just the beginning. The galaxy would soon learn that humans were far more dangerous and unpredictable than anyone had ever imagined. He tightened his grip on the controls. Outside, stars streaked past as the Star Destroyer accelerated toward the unknown. The artifact pulsed brightly, almost eager. Together, they were about to uncover secrets that would shake the galaxy to its core. The stars outside the Star Destroyer stretched into streaks of light as Commander Alex Renner pushed the engines to their limits. The artifact pulsed in his hands, brighter and more insistent than ever. like it had something urgent to communicate. He had barely reacted to the first wave of alien scouts when new signals appeared. Dozens of ships, larger, faster, and far more deadly. Alex smirked. Looks like the party just started. The alien fleet was vast, sleek, and intimidating. Their ships moved in perfect formation, a calculated rhythm designed to overwhelm anything in their path. But the Star Destroyer was alive, and Alex was no ordinary pilot. He had humans' most dangerous asset: imagination. He ran a quick mental simulation predicting the aliens' attack patterns. Then he threw all of it out. The aliens expected logic, predictability, and adherence to battle strategy. Humans, especially Alex, did not follow rules. Artifact, he muttered. Let's make them think twice about underestimating us. The artifact pulsed again, sending a wave of energy through the ship. Alex could feel hidden conduits activating deep within the hull, ancient systems that had remained dormant for centuries. The Star Destroyer shuddered as energy rippled across its armor, forming a glowing lattice of defensive shields capable of absorbing and redirecting incoming fire. The aliens fired first. Massive plasma bolts streaked toward the destroyer, exploding against its shields with intense light and heat. The hum of the Star Destroyer grew louder, almost triumphant, and the artifact guided Alex's hands. Energy channels redirected the plasma, sending it careening back toward the attackers. One alien cruiser erupted in a massive fireball, others veering sharply to avoid the same fate. Alex laughed aloud. This is more like it. He didn't wait. The destroyer's weapons awakened fully, long dormant turrets sliding from hidden compartments along the hull. Their energy cannons glowed, and he began targeting the alien formation, precise shots tearing through their ranks. But this was only the beginning. Using the artifact, Alex tapped into the ship's hidden network of systems. It wasn't just weapons and engines. There were communications arrays, sensor grids, and even ancient drone fleets waiting in storage bays. He activated them, and tiny, autonomous starship drones launched from concealed hangars, each one armed with miniature disruptors capable of disabling enemy shields. The aliens had never encountered such chaos. Their rigid formations collapsed as the drones darted between them, striking and vanishing before counterattacks could land. Alex's Star Destroyer weaved through the battlefield like a phantom, dodging and striking unpredictably. He realized something astonishing. The artifact wasn't just guiding the ship. It was teaching him strategies humans had never learned before, strategies that even the aliens had forgotten. Hours passed, though it felt like minutes. The alien fleet was faltering. Ships that had been confident and aggressive now moved defensively, retreating slightly as Alex pushed them into traps. He lured them into a field of dense asteroids, using gravitational manipulation from the destroyer to redirect debris into their path. Explosions lit up the void, painting the stars with fire. Humans aren't just survivors, Alex said softly, almost to himself. We're unpredictable, and that makes us dangerous. Amid the chaos, he accessed the artifact again. Its pulse intensified, and a new holographic map appeared, highlighting a distant sector cloaked in shadows. Within it, the lost fleet that had disappeared centuries ago waited, hidden from every scanner and civilization in the galaxy. Alex felt a thrill run through him. This wasn't just a ship or a battle. It was a key to human dominance in the galaxy. But before he could celebrate, another signal appeared. An alien battleship, massive and heavily armed, faster than any human vessel. It wasn't part of the scouts. They had been probes. This was command, and it was coming to finish the job. Alex grinned. Finally, someone worth fighting. He maneuvered the Star Destroyer with fluid precision, the artifact synchronizing with his thoughts. The alien battleship unleashed waves of energy, enough to obliterate smaller fleets. But Alex didn't fight directly. Instead, he played with the battlefield, bending gravity, using asteroid fields and unleashing his drones in feints that drew the enemy into vulnerable positions. The battleship fired again, this time targeting the destroyer directly. Energy beams slammed into the hull, and Alex felt the vibrations through the floor. But the Star Destroyer's shields held, and the artifact pulsed in resonance with the attacks, teaching him how to counter in real time. With a swift motion, Alex directed the ship's energy cannons to concentrate fire on the battleship's engines. The alien ship faltered, speed dropping as systems overloaded. Using the artifact, Alex opened a hidden missile bay, ancient warheads designed to pierce the toughest armor. They shot forth, striking the alien vessel's core. The explosion was spectacular. Flames erupted and the alien battleship disintegrated, leaving nothing behind. Alex exhaled, a grin spreading across his face. One human against an entire alien force, and he was winning. The artifact pulsed once more, and a new holographic projection appeared on the bridge, a map showing coordinates of other hidden Star Destroyers, each one like a sleeping giant. Alex's mind raced. The possibilities were endless. The galaxy thought humans were insignificant. They were wrong. Dead wrong. Alex decided he couldn't stop now. He needed to awaken the lost fleet, piece by piece, using his ingenuity and the artifact's guidance. Each Star Destroyer in that hidden fleet was a weapon, a fortress, and a treasure trove of knowledge. With them, humans could reclaim a place in the galaxy they had never truly lost, but one that had been forgotten by others. He piloted the Star Destroyer through a series of hidden hyperspace tunnels, the artifact revealing shortcuts and cloaked sectors that no alien ship could detect. He felt alive, more alive than ever, as the destroyer responded perfectly to his commands. And then he saw them. Faint energy signatures of the lost fleet. Hundreds of ships cloaked and dormant, drifting in the void like ghosts. Alex's heart pounded. "It's real," he whispered. "All of it, waiting for us."
The artifact pulsed brighter, almost urgent.
It wasn't just showing him the fleet. It was giving him instructions, ways to activate each ship without triggering automated defenses. Alex realized the artifact was a guide, a teacher, and a partner. Humanity had found not just a weapon, but a way to become legends in the galaxy. But the victory was not complete. Alien scouts were still tracking him, and word would spread quickly. Every civilization that had dismissed humans would soon know that one human had awakened a Star Destroyer and found the power to awaken a lost fleet. Alex tightened his grip on the controls, determination shining in his eyes. "Let them come," he said. "They'll learn that humans don't follow rules. We make our own." The artifact pulsed again, forming a glowing path to the first Star Destroyer in the lost fleet. Alex set a course, engines humming as the massive ship accelerated. The unknown star stretched before him, filled with dangers, possibilities, and opportunities. For the first time in centuries, humans had the tools, the knowledge, and the cunning to stand against the galaxy's greatest powers, and Alex Renner was leading the charge. The void ahead was silent, but Alex knew it would not remain so for long. Alien fleets would come. Old enemies would rise. But humanity had something no other civilization possessed: creativity, unpredictability, and courage. As he approached the coordinates of the first lost Star Destroyer, Alex felt the artifact pulse strongly, almost like it was celebrating. The massive ship emerged from hiding, dormant but intact, awaiting the touch of a human hand. Alex smiled. "Welcome back," he whispered. "Let's wake the rest of you." Outside, the stars twinkled innocently. They had no idea what was coming. The galaxy had underestimated humans for centuries, and it was about to learn the hard way. Alex Renner felt a thrill as the first of the lost Star Destroyers emerged from its centuries-long slumber. The artifact pulsed in his hands like a heartbeat, guiding him through the delicate process of awakening each massive ship. The destroyer responded perfectly to his touch, engines humming softly as if recognizing a long-lost master. He scanned the fleet ahead. Hundreds of dormant warships drifted through the void, each one larger than any modern vessel, hidden and untouched for centuries. Some were scarred by ancient battles, others looked pristine, preserved by cloaking fields and advanced shielding. Alex's mind raced. This was more than a fleet. This was a sleeping army, a testament to human potential and ancient craftsmanship, waiting for the right mind to command it. And he realized that he was that mind. Artifact, he said quietly. Let's wake them all. The artifact pulsed, bright and steady, as if approving his decision. It extended its influence through the Star Destroyer, touching the dormant ships in the fleet. Slowly, one by one, they responded. Engines lighting, shield stabilizing, systems flickering to life after centuries of silence. The stars outside reflected the fleet's awakening, a line of massive warships stretching into the darkness like a human constellation. Alex felt awe and excitement together. The galaxy had always underestimated humans, assuming that they were insignificant, weak, and predictable. But this fleet, was proof that humans were anything but ordinary. As the last ship came online, the Star Destroyer's sensors detected movement in the distance. Alien fleets had returned, drawn by the reactivation of ancient energy signatures. This time, they were not scouts. They were full armadas, fleets built for war and domination, expecting an easy victory. Alex smiled. Let them come. He studied the formation of the alien fleets. They were advanced, yes, but rigid in thought, following strategies designed by algorithms and tradition. Humans, he thought, were unpredictable, adaptive, and willing to break rules. That would be their advantage. He activated the fleet's coordination network through the artifact. The Star Destroyers responded almost instinctively to his commands, forming patterns that the alien fleets could not anticipate. Alex positioned his ship strategically, using gravity wells from nearby stars and asteroid fields as natural weapons. The artifact guided him subtly, showing energy pathways and hidden systems in each vessel. The alien fleets attacked. Massive energy beams streaked across the void, meeting the shields of Alex's fleet. Explosions lit the darkness like artificial suns, but Alex's fleet was more than just defense. It was alive. The artifact amplified human creativity, allowing the ships to react in real time, dodging, countering, and launching attacks that defied conventional strategy. A massive alien command ship moved to intercept the Star Destroyer. Its firepower was enormous, capable of destroying dozens of ships in moments. But Alex had a plan. He led the alien ship into a dense asteroid field, then activated hidden graviton disruptors in his fleet. Asteroids shifted, energy fields converged, and the alien command ship was caught in a trap. It fired blindly, but its attacks were redirected by Alex's ingenuity. With a single coordinated strike, the alien ship's engines were destroyed, and it drifted helplessly, its weapons offline. The rest of the alien fleets, witnessing the destruction of their command, faltered. Their rigid formations broke apart, and confusion spread through their ranks. Alex realized the full power of the artifact. It wasn't just a tool. It was a catalyst for human ingenuity, amplifying instincts, creativity, and adaptability. With it, humans could take what the galaxy had forgotten and turn it into an advantage. He directed the fleet to push forward, sweeping through the alien forces with unmatched precision. One by one, alien ships were disabled, captured, or forced to retreat. Alex's Star Destroyer led the charge, a beacon of human power and audacity. During the battle, Alex discovered hidden storage bays in the fleet that contained long-forgotten human technology, energy weapons, defensive systems, and communication arrays that predated current civilizations. With the artifact's guidance, he activated them, adding more firepower and versatility to his fleet. Hours passed in the chaos of battle. Stars were streaked with destruction, energy beams crisscrossing like lightning. Yet Alex's fleet moved like a single organism, guided by human creativity and intuition amplified by the artifact. Finally, the alien fleets retreated, beaten and disoriented. The galaxy had witnessed something unprecedented. A single human, commanding a fleet thought lost to history, had defeated an advanced alien armada. Alex took a moment to breathe. The artifact pulsed gently, almost like a heartbeat, acknowledging the victory. But he knew this was only the beginning. The hidden fleet held secrets, roots, and knowledge that could change the balance of power in the galaxy forever. He accessed the Star Destroyer's main console and projected a holographic map. It showed sectors untouched by humans for centuries, planets rich with resources, ancient outposts, and fleets waiting and hiding. The artifact highlighted key points, each one a potential game changer. Alex's mind raced. Humans had been underestimated, dismissed as primitive and insignificant. But with this fleet and the artifact, they could rewrite galactic history. He activated communications across the fleet. The Star Destroyers responded instantly, transmitting signals of human presence, strength, and intelligence. Nearby civilizations would notice. They would understand that humans were no longer a minor player. They were a force to be reckoned with. Alex walked to the bridge's edge, looking out at the fleet he had awakened. Each ship was a monument to human potential, ancient technology guided by human creativity. He felt a profound sense of pride, not for himself, but for humanity. "They'll remember us now," he whispered. "They'll remember what humans can do." The artifact pulsed one last time, a bright wave of energy that spread through the fleet. It was almost as if it had merged with Alex's thoughts, sharing knowledge, strategies, and possibilities beyond imagination. He realized that humanity's potential was limitless, not because of machines, weapons, or fleets, but because humans could adapt, innovate, and conquer through intelligence and courage. Far in the distance, alien fleets began to regroup, sending cautious signals. Word would spread of the Star Destroyer and its hidden fleet, of a single human who had awakened the past and dominated the present. But Alex was ready. Humanity had the advantage of creativity and unpredictability, something no alien race could truly anticipate. He activated the fleet's engines and set a course for the next hidden sector, ready to awaken more lost Star Destroyers, explore forgotten worlds, and reclaim humanity's place in the galaxy. The artifact pulsed in harmony with the fleet, a symphony of ancient power and human determination. Alex Renner, once a single bidder at an empty auction, now commanded a fleet that could reshape the galaxy. And as he looked out into the endless void, he understood something profound. The galaxy had never truly measured the value of a human mind. It had assumed humans were weak, predictable, and insignificant. But humans were unbounded, inventive, and unstoppable when given the tools and the opportunity to prove themselves. Stars streaked past as the fleet moved forward. The artifact pulsed brightly, illuminating the bridge, casting Alex's face in a glow that was almost prophetic. The hidden fleet, ancient technology, and human ingenuity together formed a force no civilization could ignore. And so, humanity rose, not with overwhelming numbers, nor sheer power, but with cunning, courage, and the audacity to awaken legends thought lost to time. Alex Renner smiled, gripping the controls. The galaxy always thought humans were insignificant, until one man bought a Star Destroyer and found the impossible. The artifact pulsed one final time, a quiet, steady rhythm as if it had completed its task. But Alex knew it was only the beginning. The galaxy had been reminded. Humans are the unpredictable variable, the wild card, the force that no one can calculate and no one can contain. As the fleet accelerated into the uncharted depths of space, Alex Renner realized the truth of humanity's power. The galaxy had underestimated humans for centuries, and now there was no turning back. The stars ahead seemed to shimmer brighter, reflecting the fleet's awakening, the artifact's pulse, and the limitless potential of the species that the galaxy had ignored for too long. And somewhere in that vast darkness, civilizations across countless systems would soon learn the lesson that humans had always known. When underestimated, humans became legends.